Welcome in, everybody. It is another watch along, but not just any other watch along here on Scribes and Spikes. It is MLS Cup Saturday. It's been a busy day, busy 24 hours really in the North American soccer landscape. Um, we had the very elongated FIFA World Cup 2026 draw yesterday that admittedly could have been an email, but I get it. I get the pomp and circumstance. I get, the trying to make it fun and everything else, but like also don't draw it out as long as it was. So that all happened yesterday around noon, all the way up to like 2 o'clock, and of course MLS Cup today. Thomas Müller, Vancouver Whitecaps against Lionel Messi and Inter Miami. Kickoff in about 20 minutes or so. So thank you guys for joining us. Obviously, here at Scribes and Spikes, we're going to be doing the watch along. Tommy will be here with me in a little bit, and it's just going to be a fun time. We're going to be reacting, watching the game. Omar, I'm definitely going to touch on that. And yeah, y'all know the drill. Like, just look, share it, get your friends in here. We're going to chat. We're going to have fun. I'm sure there will be a lot of talk about the World Cup as well as MLS Cup, because again, there's just a lot going on in the world of soccer over the past couple of days. So appreciate y'all joining. And so I guess to kick it off, this matchup, I think I said it last week on MLS Monday. I've said it kind of on just about every show that I've been on over the past week. But this kind of has that feeling of like a true heavyweight fight, as it were, right? Like I kind of likened it to UFC, an actual main event, right? Because you have two studs of players that are playing for each team, and that's not including, right, like some of the other ones that either are also superstars or maybe kind of low key, just coming of age players that are like really, really stepping up over the past few months. So obviously on the Vancouver side, we have Thomas Müller, came in the summer, and lifer with Bayern Munich, which is quite literally one of the biggest clubs in the world. It's up there with Real Madrid. It's up there with the Barcelonas. It's up there with the Man U's and Man Cities of the world. And he was the key piece there for so long. He was a guy that kind of kept the engine running at the optimal speed. He's a pacemaker of sorts. And it's funny because Vancouver, they stepped into the season. Nobody expected them to do much. The receipts are out there. Go look them up. And then all of a sudden, they just started playing really good soccer, like right off the rip. And it was fun to watch. It was enjoyable. And this is before Thomas Müller ever got here in the summer. And so you're kind of seeing how this plays out. And we're making the joke, supporter shield leading Vancouver Whitecaps for most of the year. And that wasn't on anybody's bingo card. They just missed out on the supporter shield by a very, very, very close margin. And then in the summer, you bring in Thomas Müller, who takes everything about the team that was going well and just amplifies it, right? They didn't bring in a guy that was going to change much. He came in, he brought his strengths, and he made the team better. He's been able to mentor guys like Sebastian Berhalter. And then behind them, you've got a defender of the year, Tristan Blackman, who this will be his game back after his very quick return in the semifinal, where he ended up with a red card. And we were doing a watch along for that one as well. And I mean, this red card happened, and we kept saying like, Tristan's got to come out. This is not looking good for him. And he gets the red card, makes the game very interesting, but ultimately Vancouver squeak it out. And then they go and they handle San Diego pretty handily overall. So that's one side of the table. We haven't even mentioned really Lionel Messi yet. And look, I know people are tired of hearing about Lionel Messi to a degree. But I think as a neutral, like if there's a game that you want to watch Lionel Messi in, it's a game like this. This is an opportunity for him. Once again, he's on the biggest stage that MLS has to offer. Silverware's on the line. if they don't win this cup match today, then they don't win silverware for the entire season, unless you consider obviously the Eastern Conference trophy, which is silverware. It is a physical trophy. It actually does reside in trophy cases, but no supporter shield, obviously no Champions Cup, anything like that. So this is a massive game for Javier Mascherano and Lionel Messi. And again, Lionel Messi is just one part of it. You have Jordi Alba, last game, right? This is the last chance to see Jordi Alba in a professional kit, right? Like I'm sure we'll hear him doing things after this in some capacity, but Busquets as well. Like these are names that they are the I don't even want to say supporting cast. They're just as integral to this Inter Miami side as Lionel Messi. They've been on the biggest stages before. They've done the job. They've been in the Champions League matches. They've been in the Champions League finals. They've been in the World Cups. They've done it all. So as far as like pressure, I'm not going to sit here and say there's not pressure, because there's absolutely pressure. Because again, if they don't win this match, then they are, by all accounts, leaving this season without a piece of silverware. Again, barring the Eastern Conference. I don't think, though, that the pressure is going to affect them like maybe some of the younger players that are on Vancouver side, because they've had plenty of experience handling it. We'll see how it goes. But here's the thing. I can't look at this match and just sit here and say it is entirely, because it's been pegged this way. It's been carded this way. It's not entirely Thomas Müller versus Lionel Messi. Thomas Müller, to be fair, is dealing with a lingering something with his leg. We've seen him kind of come off over the past few matches. So I think if I'm Vancouver, I'm not at all trying to make this one go past 90 minutes. They're going to want to get out and do exactly what they did against San Diego, which is be careful, poke, prod, and then be clinical in front of goal. And the way you do that is through Thomas Müller. But then you have Sebastian Berhalter. You have players as well that are, again, not the stars. They're not the studs by that definition, but they are studs in their own right, because they're playing soccer for a team and they have an identity and they know what they're doing and they're executing it very well. I don't think Vancouver is necessarily set to go 120 minutes if they have to. And a lot of that is because I don't know that Thomas Müller is going to be fit enough to make it 120 minutes because of the kind of lingering leg issue that he's been having. Oreos, what's up? Omar, I'm going to get to the World Cup stuff here in a second. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited about this one. It's going to be fun. I haven't felt this way really about a final in a while. Look, going back to a couple of years ago with Gareth Bale and everything. We have a special guest here, by the way. That one was massive, and that was a classic for sure. But I think the way this one is billed, it definitely leads them. And it could have been this way either way. It could have been just as easy LAFC and Son Heung-min being here as well. So, it's set up for, I think, if you're a fan of the tactics and the chess match type situation, this is an opportunity. I think you're going to have to see some string pulling by Thomas Müller, by Lionel Messi, by Javier Mascherano. And all right, you gotta say hey, baby girl. You want to say hey? Hi. There you go. All right, go hustle on. You want to hang out? I want to play out here, Poppy. I know you want to play out here, baby girl. I just want to say Marty Potter. I know you do. You want to sit here and hang out with Poppy and watch MLS Cup is what it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want to straw. Okay, that was our pitch invasion of the day. That was our one. We're gonna get one, and that's it. She threw me off entirely. That's okay though. That's okay. We're gonna jump back to I'm going to switch gears a little bit. I'm going to jump back over to the World Cup stuff because I've run my mouth about Lionel Messi and Miami and Müller and Vancouver enough. Omar saying that Atlanta got shafted in the games chosen for the bins. I think it is a little frustrating, right? Because here's the deal: Spain is by far the biggest team that's going to come to the bins for the group stage matches. Now, we don't know obviously anything about what's going to happen with round of 32, round of 16, or the semifinal, except for the time of the semifinal, which is going to be at 3 on July 15th. So that's, and we're not going to know anything about the teams that could be playing, obviously, until the tournament starts. And we start chipping away at the groups. Here's the thing. I like the fact that we get to see some less popular teams. I do. Because I think like seeing a team like Cabo Verde, like that's super cool to me. That is just like really, really neat. But to lay it all out, you have June 15th, Spain versus Cabo Verde at noon at the Bins. June 18th, South Africa versus the winner of either Denmark, Czech Republic, North Macedonia, or Macedonia, as Wayne Gretzky calls it, or the Republic of Ireland. I would hope out of those four, I'm kind of shooting for either Ireland or Denmark. I think that would be an intriguing match, and I think it would make a little bit of this a little more palatable. And that's probably like a really harsh word to use, but I think for me, yeah, it is a little frustrating that you don't have a Brazil here at the Bins in the group stage when you could have, or a handful of other teams, Colombia. It's just a little frustrating. So, but I think a South Africa versus like Denmark or Ireland, I think that's a good football match, just fundamentally. So then June 24th, you have Morocco versus Haiti. That one I'm excited about because I think that one is going to be absolute chaos. Morocco should handle Haiti very well. Morocco is a very, very, very powerful soccer nation at this point. I mean, still up and coming, I think, to a degree, but I think they're beyond that up and coming status. I feel like what they did in the World Cup and what they've done since then at every level, not just their senior team. I'm talking about down to like some of their U19s and everything else. They've been really, really good. So I think just from a vibe standpoint, that one's going to be fun and chaotic. And then June 27th, that one's at 6 p.m., by the way. June 27th, we have Uzbekistan versus the winner of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Jamaica, or New Caledonia at 7:30. Uzbekistan, it's the first time anybody's really going to get to see much of them. And as far as who they play, I'm kind of look. I would love to see Jamaica, but we do admittedly get to see Jamaica being a CONCACAF side. We not that we've seen them in the Bins, but we have that opportunity. I think so. Maybe from the shiny standpoint, like, ooh, that's kind of cool to see. I would love to see something wild like Congo. I would love that. It would be neat, just because it would be a different experience. I think the culture that it would bring. And the type of people between Uzbekistan and Congo would just be like such a neat thing to see in Atlanta. But New Caledonia, the same thing. I mean, you could really say that about all these. But I think from a packing the place out and having just a raucous time, Jamaica would show out in Atlanta for sure. Because I do feel like you have that Caribbean pocket of kind of camaraderie between a variety of these Caribbean teams and the ones that do make it. I think there's almost this like mutual respect of just saying like, hey, we've made it into the World Cup. In some cases, the first time, some cases, it's been a long time, whatever. You're considered a minnow. And I think a lot of these teams would show out for each other in these group stage matches. Now, when they play each other, that's a different story if they play each other. But that one is intriguing to me. And then, of course, we have round of 32, round of 16, and then the semifinal. So, yeah, I mean, it's not I think the star-studded lineup that we were hoping for. Again, no Brazil, no Colombia. There's a handful of other ones. Um, yeah, Patrick, Ireland would be really cool. Um, but yeah, I just it was a little bit of I think a letdown from the star-studded aspect, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any way to the teams that are going to be here. It's just share the love a little bit, right? Like, this is quite literally the nicest stadium out of all the ones that are going to be hosting World Cup matches. Now, there's history in Mexico. There's beauty in Monterrey, for example. You have some also like really nice stadiums here in the U.S. Again, Canada as well. It's not knocking on anybody else, but it's just like the Benz is a unicorn. The Benz, and I know everybody that I'm probably talking to for the most part right now is an Atlanta United fan, has been there many times, and you kind of, I think it's very easy after a while to just kind of say, like, all right, well, we get used to it. But I wrote an article back on Scrubbers and Spikes a couple months ago when the Club World Cup was here, and it got shared immensely in England. It kind of like blew up, and it was one of those things that, like, I woke up the next morning after writing this article, and I was like, what happened to our website? Why are there so many like beyond normal? Like, there's like an exponential amount more of numbers of visitors. And it was because I wrote this article during the Club World Cup. I'm sorry, it wasn't the Club World Cup. It was the Premier League Summer Series. My bad. But Premier League Summer Series, and you had these visiting Premier League teams, and we're chatting with a handful of people at the Benz, just kind of getting their take on the first time inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, because it's like, again, you got to get an opinion of some of these people when they step into this place that we know and love and we are used to, but for them it is that first time. And up in the press box, after we had talked to a bunch of supporters and visitors and everything else, this guy comes walking on the stairs, got his phone out, and he's just taking pictures from the press box down over the field and everything else. And I looked at him and I was like, it's impressive, isn't it? And he turned to me, and he was I'm not going to say obviously who, but the club, it was West Ham. He was a employee of some type. I don't know what he did. I didn't ask. It was none of my business. I just know that that's who he was with. And he says to me that England doesn't have anything close to this, not even Wembley. And for an Englishman to compare Mercedes-Benz Stadium to Wembley, that's big words. And to say that the Benz was bigger, not physically bigger, but just in like the awe-inspiring aspect, that's big time. And so it was really impressive. And that just kind of sums up like what people feel about the Benz. And so for this draw to happen and you not get a Brazil or a Colombia or somebody like that, it's a little frustrating. It is a little frustrating because you would think FIFA would want to expose this stadium as much as possible. Now, it's not to sound like we're ungrateful, because you are going to have a round of 16, round of 32, obviously the semifinal. So you're going to get probably some bigger teams, but it's, I think, the principle of it. It's just the principle of it. So I'll probably sound like I'm complaining a little bit. I'm not, but at the same time, like, it is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I would have preferred more of a mixture of big teams and the smaller teams. Right now, it is very much lopsided. You have Spain, and then you have a handful of admittedly smaller teams. And I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way. So, with that, I actually jump over to the reason we're all here, which is MLS Cup. I've run my mouth about it earlier. We're getting ready to roll. I do want y'all to, jump in the chat, let everybody know kind of what your predictions are as Tommy hops in here with us. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
I've been running my mouth for like 15 minutes, so you talk. People are probably tired of hearing me.
Are you watching on Fox? Or are you watching on Apple?
I'm on Apple. That's part of the reason I was running my mouth about the World Cup is because my TV decided to do an update right when everything was really getting going.
Oh,
Yeah, it was fun. So I had a monologue with nothing in the background.
that's fun.
So DraftKings has the win probability at just over 50% for Miami. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't. I don't. I don't know that it needs to be quite that high. I would give it a solid 40. But man, I just feel like that's disrespectful to Vancouver. I really do. I just think they've been so good, and it's hard to sit here and say just because they're away that they're that much of the underdog.
They've been on a heater. I mean, Miami's been on a heater. Defensively, they've gotten better, which has been one of their biggest issues. The only way they do this is if they have a complete meltdown on defense,
Which could happen.
I mean, it could
Very well could happen
throughout the season where there's a game where you're like, oh yeah, they should probably win this game, and then they don't.
Yeah, it's happened more than once. All right, there's the cup. I think this one. I imagine this is going to be more like a 2:45 kickoff.
Yeah, I already saw that. That's what it is.
Okay, so I'm not tripping.
No. There we go. Let's get. Apparently, I'm completely logged out of Apple, so that's a problem.
Ever since they went to the Peacock / Apple TV deal when I swapped over,
Yeah.
every time I try to get on Apple TV, it asks me to log in again.
And bravo on that deal. I think that
Yeah.
was a pretty big thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I did that too, but it was a real pain to be able to. I had to like let my subscription die out on Peacock, and then resubscribe. Like I let it die out, then I had to resubscribe, and all. Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah.
How beautiful it is there. Reminds me of the LAFC final.
Yeah. I know here, I don't know. I'm sure it's colder there. Like it's like 47 here in Atlanta right now, but it's like wet and miserable.
Chris from Battered Heron said he was not nervous about this game.
You know, I could see that. Sometimes it's these ones that you feel like there's so much at stake that you're weirdly confident about. I think I've been there a little bit more so maybe earlier years with Atlanta. But I mean, they do have a lot going for them, right? I mean, they're playing at home. They've scored a metric ton of freaking goals in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is without Messi.
I think if they lose this game, if Miami loses this game, I'm not going to say that people will be going crazy, but I think people will be going crazy. I mean, Chris was saying that, I mean, there's people that are just saying like the whole like, they might even consider this season a failure because they said that they wanted trophies. Now, I understand you get greedy at the beginning of the season, but then when you get to this point, like you're here, you've never been here before. You've won Leagues Cup, great. You've won Supporter Shield. This is it. This is what you need to win, and nobody remembers when you win the Supporter Shield. You just don't. You don't get a celebration for that. And I understand other leagues around. You know, that's how they have their standings. But in the United States, it doesn't matter. The team in the NHL that wins, that always has the best record, it's a cursed trophy. No one ever wins it. Nobody ever wins the Stanley Cup. The NBA, sometimes were there, but that's a little bit different of a league. But just in general, like the team with the best record in the regular season doesn't win. And here now, this is it. Like you pretty much get anything. I mean, U.S. Open Cup, I guess, is the only other thing that you can, because they didn't win that. They were in it, I think, but then didn't they lose?
Yes.
So this is it. But man, think about where they were a year ago. This is what we were talking about with Chris. Like a year ago, after the play, probably around this time, because Miami players are still around. They were complaining about the salary cap. They were complaining about roster rules, playoff format, everything that they could complain about, they did. And now you're here.
Yeah.
Everything you complained about, you still were able to work around it. You just got spanked by Atlanta. And I mean, that's what Chris was saying. Was like, if Yannick Wright didn't get hurt, he thought that they would have beat us. But they're healthy.
Yeah.
This is a must win for them.
See, I've heard differing opinions, but I mean, mostly, definitely like a great percentage of Miami fans that I've talked to are absolutely like, if they don't win, then it is a failure. I don't know. Maybe this is coming from an Atlanta perspective over the past 5 years, but I mean, I would love if my team made it to MLS Cup. Now, whether they won or not, I mean, of course, like, yeah. I don't know. You could probably hear the kid. Hear Stella. Yeah. Yeah,
Rocco!
I mean, but mustache.
Mustachio.
The amount of hair and facial hair that this team has is crazy. But no, I mean, I just feel like, I don't know. You got to be grateful because, yes, you're expected to win everything because you have Lionel Messi and all these other players. But like, that's just not the way soccer always works. And do I think it's a failure? I mean, kind of.
They have Messi.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think it would be a lot harder of a pill to swallow if Messi were retiring after this. But you have him for at least a little bit longer. So then it's like, all right, well, we can always try again next year. But yeah, I mean, you have the best player in the world, and I've had him on the team now for 2.5 years. You have to win this trophy at some point with him. So yeah, it would be a pretty tough thing if I was a Miami fan. But at the same time, like, you've been consistently good. I guess it comes down to two though.
Scary times. And this season, there was times where there was like a 2 or 3 game span where they were like allowing like 3, 4, or 5 goals. People are like, they're done. They can't defend. If you can't defend, you can't win a championship.
Yeah,
I'm better at that.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see how they come out versus how Vancouver comes out. I envision it being that Miami is going to come out foot on the gas. Anytime they do turn the ball over, they're probably going to press the bejesus out of Vancouver and really try to cause a turnover. But we saw LA and San Diego both try to do that, and it didn't go well for them.
Yeah.
And because they have that guy right there, Thomas Müller, who he can create the tempo of this match. As good as Lionel Messi is phenomenal at finding space, finding passing lanes, creating passing lanes, everything else. But there is not a better person in the game today than Thomas Müller at dictating the tempo, and that's massive. And so, if they come out, I'd fully expect Thomas Müller to just be like, you know what, let's pump the brakes. Let's just frustrate them for a little bit. But here we go, getting close.
So tell me the drama that's going on in Vancouver, because I think I saw like one of their leaders over there. I don't know. if they have like a mayor. I don't know what their term called, but I was reading something that said that that they're going to be talking about the future of Vancouver here soon.
Yeah. So I mean, Vancouver has been, they were put up for sale essentially last year, which makes that this whole story even that much more incredible. But like they're put up for sale. BC Place has been there for a long time, and basically they're trying to find out. And here we go, kickoff. They're basically trying to determine what's going to happen with their home stadium, and they want to try to have the city of Vancouver be involved in getting them a new home. Not that they're going to pay for it entirely, but they want, as many cities do, because it would be a multi-use stadium beyond just soccer. But they want to help it be funded by the city.
Yeah,
and the city has not bid off on that yet. I do think this season has definitely made it a little more challenging to turn a blind eye as far as the city's concerned, because you have to look at what Vancouver's done and the fans that they're drawing in like all the time. And it's not that this is new. Like Vancouver's been doing it for a while, but I think the eyes are more so on them this year, but just because of how good they've been.
Yeah.
But that it definitely has to give them a little bit of cause to be like, all right, well, maybe we should try to figure this out, because we don't want to lose this team. If Vancouver loses the Whitecaps, that's massive, because this team goes back to like what, the 70s, I think. It's not just like they're an MLS team. They've been around for like Seattle. They've been around for a long time, especially by American soccer standards.
Yeah. I was just watching. There's a documentary. It's really interesting about Vancouver when when their team went to the Stanley Cup finals, and it was Game 7 and all the riots in Vancouver.
Yeah,
For the game. So I don't know why I thought of it. I was like, Vancouver riot. Let's go back and watch that special again.
All right, Oreos is definitely cheering for Vancouver in this one. I want chaos as a neutral. I want chaos. That was a good ball.
I just want a good game. Like I
Yeah.
really don't care. I mean, we're buddies with Chris and Danny, and as much shit as we give them, I mean, to knowing that we've experienced an MLS Cup and how fun it was when they won, and they've been around. I mean, there's definitely nice. I mean, there's definitely Miami fans that are just there because of Messi, but there are some OG ones that stuck around for some of those real bad times.
Yeah. Because you think about how big this was when they first came into the league, right? Because it was, there we go. All right, first halfway decent chance of the game. When they came into the league, it was like, all right, cool. Beckham. And they brought in, to be fair, they brought in some big names in the beginning too, like that ultimately didn't pan out.
Right.
With like guys like Gonzalo Higuain and others, Blaise Matuidi, and broke roster rules doing it then. So like the hype has always been there, but man, they just were not good in the first couple of seasons. And then you get the big news that Messi's coming, and it's like, all right, here we go. And we know the story since then, but I do feel like in the first couple of years, you did have a handful of people that were super excited about the team down there to kind of drop off because they just were not playing well.
Yeah. Man, the more I know this game's on Fox, the more I think about it, Apple needs, I don't know how it all works with everything, but Apple and MLS in general, they really just need to figure out a good deal with whether it's Fox, ESPN, because you need a regularly timed game of the week on one of these channels. You talk about growing the game, and we've talked about this for years since the deal came through all the changes, and obviously what the changes happening with MLS. and the Apple deal that now you don't need to buy the subscription. You just need to have Apple TV.
Apple TV, yeah.
MLS Pass, which I thought was a brilliant thing. But it also, while we could say it's brilliant and good for it, there's a reason why they did all this. They didn't just do it on the, oh, you know what? I'm going to be generous
nice.
and give this give this to the fans. Give the fans soccer. Give it to them. Or I'm not going to fight about whether you call it soccer or football, because that was a whole freaking thing yesterday. But they didn't do it on their own. It's because they're struggling here. I mean, DraftKings gave away MLS season pass. Like, all you had to do is make a $5 bet. That was like in March.
Yeah.
To get it. So like you see all
T-Mobile.
Well, yeah, and MLB does that too. So they set deals up with that. But still, I mean, just looking at all these things, I don't know, man. It's worrisome how it's set up here.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was one thing to put it behind a subscription, but you essentially put it behind two in the beginning, right? Because you had to have Apple TV, and then you had to have the season.
Well, you didn't have to, but it costs more.
Right. I mean, you might as well have had it. Yeah. And then Apple TV goes up in price earlier this year, and it's like, okay, well, what are we doing? Like, gotta pay minimum $80 for the season pass, and then what was it? I think it went up to $12.99 a month. And so it's like, dude, what are we doing? Like that gets ridiculous. So now you've had it drop a little bit. You got, again, the Peacock deal is by far the best thing out there. So if you have Peacock plus Apple TV combined, and then all of your MLS games are going to be just on that Apple TV deal, like that's a gold mine for me, because that's a no-brainer. Here we go. Because that takes all the extra expense out of it. Yeah, Brett, Vancouver's looking a little spicy. They've caused a couple of turnovers already.
I don't know. It's killing me right now.
Oh, well, so Stella came out here in my opening monologue and just was like, I'm not leaving. I had to mute, and she had to go kicking and screaming back into the house.
Man, Rocco's got some gray hair now.
Yeah. He took whatever he was trying to do with his mustache and started doing it with his actual hair. Yeah, this is going to be a good game. Oreo, I agree.
Yeah, you don't want – I mean, nobody want – like, the worst thing that could happen is it's a completely one-sided game.
Yeah.
In general. But we've gotten some great games. I mean, I think about when LA won a few years ago, how great of a game that was.
Yeah.
Now,
Last year, not so much.
I have not watched 1 minute of that game. I didn't even watch the highlights.
Oh, no. Vancouver. No way. That is unfortunate. Oh, what a terrible way to open the game up, man.
As I say, I hope it wasn't one-sided. I know it's early, but man, that's...
to be fair, it wasn't. I mean, Vancouver was having their opportunities too, but God, that just took a really bad deflection.
Is that an own goal?
Onside. It was definitely an own goal, yeah. He's not going to be offside. I was looking for it when he made the run. There's no chance that's offside. You're just going to have to suck that one up and get back to it, buddy.
That's rough, man.
Yep. Dang. What a heartbreaker.
I had him as so I wonder how that works in soccer gambling. I don't think you can pick own goal, so I don't know what happens. Like who gets the credit for it?
I think it's going to depend on if you pick a specific player or if you just picked it to be a goal, because it's still a Miami goal regardless of who scored it.
Yeah, but I don't know if I don't know if the own goal counts as the person from the team.
That's true. I'm not chalking
on this.
Vancouver.
I said Miami wins. Miami lifts the cup, which means it could happen in penalties or extra time. And then I picked Allende and Messi to either score or assist.
Okay. I can't remember who said it. What? Come on, Roger, get a ball. Get up, dude. Like that. That did not hurt. That did not hurt. Yeah, one of the fans was in the chat earlier in the week in one of our shows and was basically saying like, I can't wait to sit here and watch Roger get a ball flop around like a fish for however long, 90 minutes or 120 minutes. Roger get a ball. Look, here's the thing. I'm going to be completely honest. I absolutely said DePaul was going to be the biggest influential player to enter the league behind Lionel Messi. And I've been incredibly wrong with that. He's not been good.
Well, you're good at jinxing players. Look what you did to Miguel Almiron.
I know. Well, that's okay. Well, he's still got time.
Shot on iPhone. Wow.
Huh?
It said it was a shot of the crowd, and it said this is shot on an iPhone.
Oh, that's neat. Got to promote that Apple stuff wherever they can. No, I don't know. Rodrigo DePaul's just not been good for me. He's not. I mean, he's not been good for the team either. But it's like you still have to play him because he does have the experience. But man, he has not impressed me at all.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's K-pop demon hunters going on upstairs in my house.
24/7.
I don't understand. I don't have any children.
I mean, I have 2 little ones, and the only reason we even know anything about it is because of the freaking song. Oh, interesting. All right, they're going quick, or I think they're going quick. Nope, never mind.
So remind me of the schedule. So next year it's still around the same time. MLS Cup is still around the same time.
Yeah, around the same time. I don't think it's the same day. I'd have to look it up specifically, but yeah, it's still going to be around the same time.
All right.
Just going to be lots of schedule congestion certain times of the year because you gotta fit in everything around the World Cup.
Right.
So I'm really curious now because they scored 4 minutes ago, and they've intentionally made the game very choppy since then. They're keeping Vancouver from getting into any kind of routine. And it's also getting like super physical out there. God, there's like bodies flying everywhere. This is where you're going to have to see, golly. This is where you're going to have to see whether or not Vancouver can really be as disciplined as they have been, because they can't let the emotions get to them.
Yeah.
This is where Müller's experience is going to be a huge deal in trying to keep things calm. Because right now, it's very clear Miami is going to do everything they can to just not allow Vancouver to get into any kind of rhythm.
Right.
Yeah, Brett saying that's a good yellow. Keep the game from getting too out of control. Yeah, because it was getting wild. Here you go. There's another foul on Falcone. That's going to be it, though. That's going to be their game plan, at least for the next probably 15 or 20 minutes, is just chop the game up, make it a little spicy, try to avoid the yellows, but foul, slow things down a little bit. But Vancouver's just so good, man, at getting into the final third. And then they're actually like pretty dangerous when they get there. I should have grilled something today. I'm starving.
I wish we had weather to be able to cook outside.
I mean, it would be cold here, but like I'd still do it. What is it out there?
About 30 degrees.
Okay.
I walked like 4 miles in it, and I took a hot shower. That's why I was late. My fingers
Yeah.
are like still like twitching a little bit.
Yeah. Numb, tingly. Yeah, it's not that bad here. I mean, it's like 47, but it's just like a miserable 47.
Yeah. Well, then Georgia fans, after like halfway through this game, Georgia and Alabama are playing, which I guess is what I mean, MLS Moves has complained about it a lot, like, and it does make sense. Like I remember we were talking about it last year when was that a super kick to the face? Oh, he's good. He's good.
We're just showing the goal again. Like he's onside. Look, it is what it is. It was a cross that got deflected.
But yeah, I mean, like the weekend that it's in it has just been terrible. Like when Atlanta was in the there was a possibility that Atlanta was going to be able to be in it. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, am I going to be watching them play LA or am I going to go to the Big Ten championship? I already bought tickets.
Yeah.
That would have been a real mess.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he went down like a WWE star. Right?
Yeah. That was fun. That was fun. There was no
It was acting like the Big Show like pushed him over. Ah! Acting like he got thrown over the top rope in the Royal Rumble there. So for conspiracy theorists there, like the league wants Miami to win this. So if I'm any player on Vancouver, I do not. There's not a screw around and find out thing here. You can't give them a reason to give you a red card here.
Nope.
And getting guys on yellows, silly yellows. I mean,
yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, this is where that experience of like Müller has got to come into play. You got to keep the game calm for Vancouver because Miami's going to literally do what they're doing now and try to piss you off. Yeah, Brett saying like Brian White, you can't do that. You can't give a silly, stupid push. There's a time and a place for it. Right in front of the referee is not the time nor the place. But 18 minutes in though, and like Vancouver doesn't look bad. They don't look like they're too shaken. They look like they're getting annoyed. Yeah. But like, I think they're still getting into the final third. Here you go. I mean, it was a very, very close opportunity there. But like, they're doing well. They just got to keep their head screwed on right.
Yeah. So, just random conversation here about this. I don't. So my understanding is that if Vancouver would have hosted this game, they would have handled the tickets directly, but Miami's was run by the league.
I don't know. I have not gotten all the full answers on that. Did Chris say anything about it when y'all talked?
Well, so the league ran theirs.
Okay.
And I know I reached out to my buddy Ben from the crew. Mm-hmm. He said the league held theirs. I'm pretty sure Atlanta's was run by the league. But I swear it was Chris or Danny that mentioned that Vancouver sent a message out that like guaranteed their fans like their seats if they would have hosted the final. and how it should be. I don't understand why the league would run an event like this when you've got a home team. Like, I don't know. It's just like if you have a season ticket, every other league that you're in, you're guaranteed your seats if you're a season ticket holder.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh, that's
Ooh.
outside, I think.
Nah, I don't know. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Okay. But yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I think like if you've supported the team all the way up until that point as a season ticket holder, you should be allowed to have that same exact ticket. I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way if that's how it went down. I'm not saying it didn't. Again, I haven't done that kind of research into it, but
Yeah, those guys they got passwords for like a pre-sale type thing.
Any kind of discount like for
I
at
heard.
least?
I think Chris said that they paid like $100 a ticket, which still isn't bad. I mean, considering
No, for a final, it's not. But yeah.
I think I paid like 120 or maybe somewhere on there for when Atlanta was in it, and that obviously that was a different world back then.
Yeah. But I guess it's just like as a season ticket holder, I paid for these seats. I want those seats.
Mm-hmm.
Miami has really struggled to kind of play through Miami on the wings at times.
Yeah.
And there's Rodrigo De Paul again. He's not playing well.
So they gave me the Allende score or assist.
Did they really?
It's got a check mark right now. And I
Can
just
that
need
be
a Messi assist or a goal.
okay? Well, I mean that's pretty likely. So
Speak of the
maybe
man.
right here.
Speak of the man.
Oh, that was actually a really bad pass.
Yeah. Jealous of all these people in short sleeves.
I know. He's like rapidly getting colder here, and I'm like, this kind of sucks.
Hey, like my shirt?
Yeah, I saw the top of it. That's pretty sweet.
It's Waffle House Fight Club.
I like it. I like the fact that it's got a lucha libre on it.
Mm-hmm.
Luchador. Do you like my glass?
Oh yeah, fancy.
You know where you can get one?
The dark web?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few there. But easier than that, you don't have to do things that are sketchy. Scarversandspikes.com. You can also check out our World Cup hub page. You can go there from scarversandspikes.com.
And
I
it's
appreciate
free to go to.
It is free to go to. Atlanta 2026 worldcup.com will also get you there. So, yeah, go check it out.
You only had
got
to
all
sell
kinds
your
of stuff.
team to get it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this guy. Look how happy he is.
So this is not good for Vancouver. You have a free kick being set up basically in penalty territory for Lionel Messi. Maybe obviously on the wrong side, considering he's left-footed. You can also have DePaul setting up. Here we go. And that was pretty tame by any standard, but especially Messi. He's just trying to like sneak it over, I think. It just Wasn't much to it. Man, they're on one with this ref cam. They've been switching to that a lot.
Yeah, I'm getting FIFA vibes.
Yeah. Ooh. What a ball. What a ball.
Wow.
Ooh, ooh. Oh, he's waving that away? Oh, I want to see that again.
I think you got to do a lot to get a penalty in the final.
Yeah, but I wanted to see how he went down there because the ball wasn't really handled well,
Yeah.
and he was on his way back to it. Of course, dude falls. I just want to see what the contact looked like. Ooh, God, there's bodies flying everywhere in this game.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
All right, here we go. All right, so the ball gets away from him.
Nah, he ran into them.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I could see that being given.
No.
100%. 100%. I could see that being given because he had the ball. He had control of the ball.
No.
Now, maybe intentionally took a touch towards the body on the floor, yes, but that gets called at least 50% of the time.
I don't give that in the final.
Can't wait to see what Twitter thinks.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be very reasonable. Tina came up yesterday after the World Cup draw, and I was passed out. Like passed out. She came up during her lunch. It was like, how's it going? I'm like, I don't know. We're about an hour and 15 minutes in, and it has been the most boring thing I think I've ever watched.
Yep.
And then she came up, and I was just snoring with the computer like on my lap, just out cold. She's like, it was that well? I was like, I don't know. The last thing I remember.
Oh.
The last thing I remember is Wayne Gretzky mispronouncing everything. And then he thought he got it right too. That was the best part of it. He's like, I got it right. I was like, I don't know, man. Like, I would do the same thing. All right. I would do the same thing. That's why I let you guys, when we have a player transfer rumor, you say the name first, then I learn. I absorb that, I absorb it, and then, but like, if you're getting called up there, I got coaches. I'm hiring a coach to tell me how to say everyone.
Just ask somebody though. Like, look, I get Huncho did.
He had the hardest job though, man. He had the hardest job because it was like, well, it's this country, or this country, or this one.
Yeah, for sure. But it's like, hey, man, somebody's just going to tell you how to say it once, or should, in theory, only have to tell you once. I get Curacao. He said Caraco.
I knew that until I started bartending, and then I learned.
Yeah, for real. But Macedonia, that had me.
That's the one he thought was right.
Gone.
He thought he got that one right.
Yeah, I know. Like, I just, how have you never heard? I guess maybe he eats a lot of macadamia nuts. I don't know, dude. I was like, Macedonia. I was dying.
He might be the great one, but he's not the great one at everything.
No. Pronunciation, definitely not.
And then they couldn't open the balls. They were all having trouble opening.
I know. Everybody.
I'm like, Shaq, you could just break it.
Yeah, I was waiting for Shaq to just like hit it. Ooh.
That was nice.
Oh, too much hesitation. Come on, Vancouver. You've lost your opportunity now. And here we go. Oh, that was just too much hesitation.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Here comes my assist. Oh, you're gonna hear it upstairs. We're watching Home Alone 1.
But not Home Alone 3.
No.
All right, Vancouver wins a foul. Sergio Busquets says no, no, no. Finger wag with aggression. And Thomas Müller is saying, why the heck have you not thrown a card in the past 5 minutes? To be fair, that could be a card worthy.
Nah.
Dang, how did he get that ball out of there? Oh no, you can't pass it to the other team. That's the wrong team. Yeah, I mean, it's just like Vancouver. They haven't put their head down and just said like whatever. They're still pushing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're only down 1. You can't. Right now, at least, you can't have that epic turnover here trying to force something.
Yeah.
Because when you play Miami and you're down a goal, it can get real bad extremely quick.
Yeah.
And that's when you watch a lot of the Miami games that are 4-1, 5-1, you know that exact moment when it's like this game's over.
Yep. That's what happened in New York City.
And Vancouver's made a couple mistakes here, but they haven't been like crazy chances. But they gotta just keep it tight here, at least for a while.
Yeah.
Man, we're already 30 minutes in. Time flies.
Yeah. God, they're just so good at playing through this pressure. Ooh, do we have a foul? We do not have a foul. We do have a foul. What? Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, here we go. Set piece expert Sebastian Berhalter, which was not on the bingo card for 2025.
He's been a beast.
He's been killing it.
Dude, that field looks like shit.
Yeah, it does.
Holy crap.
Golly.
That looks like it's done like after 90 minutes.
It looks like a really bad golf course.
Man.
Ooh. Oh, that was your chance. Vancouver, come on.
You can't stop Mighty Mouse. He's going to stop everything. Do you remember? I will never forget the spaces we did after the game where Rocco wasn't set for the set piece.
Yeah, against, was that Orlando?
And I just remember, like, by the end of that spaces, I'm like, I never want to talk about this guy ever again.
I know,
and now he's the starting keeper for Inter Miami in MLS Cup.
Yep.
Because I was looking up his history. So what, we brought him in and then we kept him the next year, but we put him on the 2s. And then he went to USL.
Oh, he went to Argentina. And then went to the USL. I think it was in that order. And then went to
Miami. We had him as our it doesn't even have that listed, man.
He got loaned out to somewhere in Argentina. I don't think I'm making that up.
On his on the Wikipedia, 21 to 22 Atlanta United 2, 20. You know what? They don't even have 2022 to 23 listed, but then it says 23, 24 Phoenix Rising, and then Inter Miami.
Transfer market. All right. Yes. Yeah. He was with he's on loan from Lanús.
Well, it says he's been on the news since 2021. It might be wrong.
We didn't. Okay. Now I'm tripping.
I mean, his Wikipedia could be wrong, but
I'm looking at transfer market right now. So you have 2020-21. He was with Lanús 2, came to Atlanta United 2, Atlanta United 2 at the end of 2021 to Lanús 2 technically. Then he went from Lanús second team to their first team. Then he went to Atlanta. Then he went back to Lanús. And then he went to Phoenix. And then he went back to Lanús. It's just a bunch of loans is what it is.
That's literally what it was. Wikipedia. Everything has loan after it.
Yeah, he's been loaned from Lanús basically to everybody.
Like when you've been on loan since 2021, bro, it ain't working out.
Except for now.
I mean, it's not working out for you going back, probably.
Actually, it's kind of interesting because Lanús just won the Sudamericana on November 22nd. And I know that went to penalties. I'm trying to see. My boy Marcelino Moreno started. So he did miss out on a pretty freaking big trophy for Lanús. So even more so, he better hope he wins this one. Yeah, this is getting chippy, super chippy.
That's what you want.
Yeah, it's the final. I'm here for it. God, that dude, he complains so much. God.
Dude, that ref just looks like every dad from a 90s sitcom. Every time I see him, I feel like he's going to yell at me and tell me to clean my room.
Oh boy, good old Rocco. All 5'10" or 11 of them.
But his heart bigger than the entire world.
Ooh. Oh, he just whipped it right back in. Oh, Rocco! No way, Vancouver. You kept that right there. Might come back to haunt them later. That's rough.
There's no save too big for Rocco.
Oh man, that's gotta hit the back of the net, man. I mean, it was a great opportunity. It was a great effort, but dang, right into his chest.
I want to see one Atlanta United fan tweet something like, "See, we shouldn't have let Rocco go." I dare you. I dare someone, even though Rob Usry probably already put it in there as a joke. But there'd be someone serious about it.
Yeah. Where's Bo?
Yeah, oh God, he was one of them.
To be fair, Bo could not stand Rocco.
Oh.
Talking about that Spaces that night. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I remember the game was at 3:00, and I was out walking in the rain. It was like I'm miserable. I'm drenched. I'm listening to everyone complain about how tall he is.
Yep. There's a few of those spaces. I do like that Nashville one where they had like a 3 hour rain delay, and we ended up starting spaces at like 1 o'clock in the freaking morning.
Yeah. Wasn't that the game where, like, right at the end, they called it right before Atlanta could score? They had, like, a break. I think it was, like, they had, like, a 2 on.
Yeah, I think so. I remember. I think Dom Dwyer scored in that one to tie it or something. I don't know. That was a long freaking day. Dude, their bodies everywhere. This match is so
Oh,
freaking
man.
violent. I mean, because Drew Fisher can't even. I mean, it's like who do you call a foul on? You get literally a Vancouver and a Miami player just like, I'm hurting. Oh,
Woo-hoo! Rocco! Wow. Came out of nowhere.
yeah, they've been
I
putting them
definitely think
all.
it was going to him.
They've been putting them all right on. Oh, come on, Apple TV, get your crap together. Like we want to see the
Dude,
action, not the freaking replay, man.
every just Apple TV, that's one of the biggest complaints I have about them. Constantly going away from the
Yeah,
action. Do a picture in picture.
yeah. Man, Vancouver's knocking on the door. If they can get a second one, I mean not a second one, if they can get one here, go into the half, 1-1, they would come out of the locker room, I think, on fire. Ooh, he's gonna be close to being offside. That was really good defending. That was really good defending. And Messi just watched that ball go right by him. I know people make the joke and complain a lot about Messi walking, and I've never been one of those people because I understand it from a IQ standpoint, like what he's doing.
Yeah.
But he seems to be walking a lot over the past couple of minutes. Now, of course, there he goes and like presses Vancouver into something. Oh, okay. Dang.
When is their new stadium opening? It's not to start the season, right?
No, this must be pretty close to the beginning of the season.
I think I saw that they've got a game and here they still have another game here.
Yeah, April 4th, allegedly.
Okay. It was crazy. Remember, like when we watched Atlanta Nashville, the first one at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, like how even these two teams were.
Yeah.
Lost on what, like a 89th minute weird tapper.
Yep.
Man, times change. Like we thought that Atlanta team was good. It was just like it was a game or two away from just being able to figure it out, and it's December 6th, and they've figured nothing out.
Yeah. It's crazy how much can happen in a very short amount of time.
I was telling my mom, she was like, soccer season over? I'm like, no. I go, well, for Atlanta it is. I go, but it doesn't end for like, a couple more weeks. She's like, do these people ever take a break?
Not
Like, not
much.
really. Oh,
I really
shut up
hope
my phone.
I really hope whoever comes back next year for Atlanta um, gets the rest that they have said they needed, because You've had plenty of time.
Ooh!
Mm.
In the face.
Man, Ocampo's having a
Dude,
tough
you
game.
see his face like every 30 seconds because something's going on with him.
Yeah. Blue. And just checked him. I mean, wasn't even looking towards the ball either, like trying to play it off.
No,
Like,
he just stopped and was like, have fun. Not slowing me down. Dude, he's been on the line a lot here.
Yeah, you gotta
So
be careful. You can be very careful.
I think he's already gotten too many warnings.
2 minutes of extra time. Kind of feel like it should be more, but
Ooh, that looked awkward.
yeah.
It felt like his ankle just came out of would have flew in and hit a fan. The way it looks like it exploded.
I mean, they're just gonna eat up as much time as they possibly can with this.
Yeah. No, get your one scoring chance here and don't give him enough time to be able to counter.
Mm-hmm.
Rocco, pay attention. Or not.
God, they're eating up this clock.
I mean, what do you want him to do?
No, I'm not blaming them. I mean, this is the dark arts at its finest. I just think it's so funny to watch. Pick up the ball, smell it, check it, do lots of weird things to it.
Ooh. That was nice. Got
Yeah,
to the guy who wanted it.
like the idea. Ooh, and a turnover. Yeah, this is not the way Vancouver wanted to end this half for sure. Alrighty. Well,
That was
what do you think
eventful.
so far? Yeah,
Been eventful. I mean, what you want. You didn't want to blow out. The goal was real random, unfortunately for Vancouver. But I mean, overall, it was two teams playing for a title and giving it all.
yeah. I
I was a
hope
little
this.
afraid of that. I was a little afraid of just this being a blowout in the first half. That was probably my biggest worry about this game was that just Miami was going to come out and be up 2-3-0 a half or a 3-1 score line. It's 1-0. Vancouver's had their opportunity. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't want this to come down to a freaking awkward own goal.
Well, once you start getting towards the 60th, 70th minute and you start seeing Vancouver push, I think that's where scary times happen.
Yeah,
Messi will just lay the perfect pass.
I think they're too disciplined for that. Vancouver. I don't think they're
Got to
going to
push
just.
sometimes. This is the only game that you got.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, and this kind of ties into like what Brett's saying. Don't think either team needs to adjust much. Vancouver just needs to find the back of the net. Like Vancouver's been getting into really good spots. They've not been as clinical as they've been in other matches. So like, it's not that they're just like starved for opportunities. They have to hit the right one. So yeah, I mean, I don't think they got to do too much differently, but you start getting later on in that second half and things start getting a little, you get that little time monkey on your shoulder poking you. Like you start getting a little panicky. Huncho saying likes how physical this game is. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to a degree. I think I don't like how it breaks it up so much. I'd like to see a little more free flowing football.
I think you have someone dying in your house.
I know it's just our children, our young children yelling. Isaac saying, "Not gonna lie, the ref was starting to lose the game near the end." I don't know that this game ends with all 22 players on the field.
I hope. Why did they just have a commercial for MLS Cup? Man, I really wish this. I haven't watched too much Vancouver, man, but when you know that Garber was losing his shit when LA went down, because
Yeah,
you have it there, because you already seen the opener for next season is LA and Miami.
yeah,
LAFC Miami. So like they're already planting the seeds of this being a rivalry, which in MLS world, they need to make a rule. And I don't know how it is. So they do this in the NFL where they have a rule, or like you have a schedule of what teams you play. Like in the other conference or whatever, and then it moves. Like it'll change every year. Like you play two teams from whatever this group or whatever, and then there's another one because when they added a game, it was like depending on where your standings are is the team that you're going to play. They should do something like that because when they pick the teams for you to play in your other conference, it's just so random, and it's like we're just looking for ratings games.
yeah, yeah. I think like it's it's frustrating because like I mean you look at from an Atlanta perspective, and there's so many Western Conference teams I would love to see Atlanta play, and it's so few and far between. Like who was it? Is it Portland that like we didn't play basically from MLS Cup up until like last year or something, or the year before? I don't know. There's a team out west that's just like there's no rhyme or reason really as to why. And yeah, like Isaac saying, when was the last time Atlanta played Vancouver? It's been a long, long time. There's really no rhyme or reason to it.
Well, and like you could just because it's unfair because usually when they're picking those teams, it means that you're both really good or your ratings attractors. So it technically gives you a harder schedule.
Yeah,
Like we complained about that with Atlanta all the time. It was like, oh, we it's like back to back to back years. We're flying over to LA or wherever to like it's just because that's what they want. They want to be able to get a high profile game on.
yeah,
And even with Atlanta sucking, um, you still get people watching. They're one of the most watched teams in the league, so they're going to keep putting us up against the LA's, um, Seattle.
yeah.
Boop. Man, that Rocco where he just jumps up, it's like my nightmare would be like just falling over with the ball in your
Backwards.
hand
Yeah,
going to the
yeah,
net. Like remember and I think it was like Mighty Ducks 2, like Fulton like slap shots the guy right in the stomach and he goes into the net. Like I feel like that could happen with Rocco with like you kicking the ball.
yeah, yeah. Because he's about the size of a feather and the weight of a feather.
That's why he's so fast.
Zoomy zoom.
Hey, didn't we have him on our show?
We did.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah, we did. Not Javier Morales, but Mikel Janone next to him. It's kind of crazy to think about how many. I mean, we've just about had every MLS announcer slash analyst on the show at this point.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna refill. Yeah, so Isaac saying the last time we played Vancouver was May 15th, 2019. That's crazy. All right, I'll be right back. You monologue for a couple minutes.
Oh, I got a monologue.
I mean, you don't have to monologue. You can just stare at the camera.
Oh, I mean, I can do that, I guess. And then there was just me. So if you're listening out there, I guess 'cause now I'm just on my own. But what would be your dream team to play Miami in the final? Let's just say Vancouver didn't make it. It's got to be LA. Even San Diego was a team that I would have loved to see that story. The first year team come in, get to the final. I don't know about win it, but it'd be really cool to. I would love to see that story come on and have a San Diego, because all the big feuds are going to be all the LA teams against Messi. But man, getting a first year team in to the final would be cool. I wonder though how much the ratings are going to be. And I was trying to look this up before, like what the highest ratings for an MLS Cup is. Highest ML Cup ratings. There's no way that this is real. This can't be. The highest rated finals, 1997, DC United and Colorado Rapids, 2.22 million people watching it. 2022, LAFC, Philadelphia Union, 2.15 million. 1996, DC United and LA Galaxy, 2.11 million. And then Atlanta United and Portland Timbers, 1.77 million. I gotta fact check this. And fact check, I mean, let's see. No, this isn't nothing. It will. I want to see what the Fox ratings are at least on this. You'd have to imagine it would be up. If this game can't get people watching as a casual, then you're really hurting here. And this is the game that you would want your casuals, maybe even fans hate watching. Like if you can't even get people hate watching this game, which I think a lot probably are, and rooting for Vancouver, how else do you create interest here? Actually, and we'll ask Tyler this when he gets back. But if the ratings suck on this, I don't think that they are. But if they are shockingly low, you have to figure something out to get MLS on regular TV on a regular basis. Like I'm not saying 3 games a week, but you need to set a standard time, especially with MLS. I don't even know. I mean, you got to be able to get some type of regular fan base watching the sport. And if you can't do that, then you're really going to struggle with no matter what. If you're going to be on Apple TV for the next however long the contract is, you got to expand it. And I know, I don't know. We should look up to see how many people actually just have a normal Apple TV subscription, because now you get more people watching it, but your fans were already paying for the MLS package. how many have Apple TV in general? Like, I don't know. I don't personally watch a lot of Apple TV shows. I've watched Ted Lasso. I've watched a couple movies on there. I know there's a couple big shows on there, but overall, I don't think it's a premier streaming service. I just don't think that there's enough stuff out there, at least for me. If I was just not a fan saying I'm going to subscribe to this just to be able to watch MLS, I don't know if they have that much content to be able to get someone to do that. So how do you get more people watching MLS here? You can't be greedy if you're Apple. You got to give out more games. And ESPN, like at least ESPN used to show highlights of MLS. They don't do that anymore. Like they did when they lost the NHL years ago. You would very rarely ever see an NHL highlight on Sports Center or whatever. Like they did not show anything on there. You saw MLS when they had the rights to MLS, they would show highlights of that. Now you see a ton of NHL highlights because they have the NHL back. And now with MLS, you don't see nothing. And then, scheduling the finals complete with college football championship game doesn't help. And I agree, Brett. I mean, if you heard me earlier on, I didn't watch MLS Cup last year. I was at the Big Ten championship game in Indianapolis, so I watched 0 minutes of it. And I mean, imagine if Atlanta was in it. Well, actually, we've talked about that. That'd be interesting. What would happen with MLS Cup? Because if it's set for a specific day in Atlanta, and this isn't going to be a problem after next year, but like, what would have happened? Where does Atlanta host MLS Cup? Is there a window to move it? Because the Big Ten championship, or not the Big Ten, or the SEC championship is in Atlanta right now, starting in 12 minutes. How would you have been able to do that? Like you can't play Kennesaw. So where do you have that game? I have no clue where it would go. But just to continue on that thought, though, I mean, you need to be pushing other networks to show the games. You don't have to give them all the premier games, but if you can get yourself, a couple Miami games here, a couple Miami games, an LAFC game on. I was just talking to Tyler about like, what if ratings are bad for this game? Like, this should be the game where you have good ratings because it's got Messi in it.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't, I think you need to have a serious conversation with yourselves if you're MLS and saying, I need to get games on Fox. I need to get more games on Fox, which I talked about earlier. Or we need to re-engage conversation with ESPN to get a couple games on there. And some people might hate that it might be on there, but it's better for the sport in general that you have people that could just be scrolling and they put it on and go, oh, this is pretty good. Let's watch it.
I agree. And I think, especially when it comes to this time of year, I see like Brett's comment about the, final competing with the conference championship. Like, I think a lot of that maybe changes a little bit when you swap to the, the European schedule, the end of summer to beginning of summer schedule that we're going to in 2027. But no matter what, you're going to have to compete with somebody. But I think, the ultimate answer here for at least a handful of matches, and maybe the answer is always, 1 or 2 games a match day get shown on Fox or something. If the agreement has to be, there's going to be plenty of go subscribe to Apple TV to get every game type commercials, like sure. But like you need the ability for somebody to organically find Major League Soccer.
Yeah.
And right now you can't.
Right.
For the most part. So I mean I agree. God, well, I guess everybody has not come back from the concession stands because holy crap, those stands are empty right now. Where is everybody?
Dude, I remember being in line in the top section of Mercedes-Benz Stadium at MLS Cup, and we didn't have time to go to the bathroom and get beers.
Yeah, there's no way. Hello, doggy. Oh, with the Atlanta United tag. I like it. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Zoe. Thank you.
I'm so excited. I have coffee and pizza on the way.
You getting Starbucks delivered?
No, my wife and my oldest son are coming on, and they brought coffee and pizza. It's chilly out here. I'm doing this in the garage.
She seems very interested in this game.
Seems very like I'm proud of myself.
She's just standing here watching the TV right now.
Hey, look, you only get to watch Messi versus Müller so many times. How old is she now?
3, I think.
Oh, so this is the first time Messi and Müller have faced off since she was alive, or at least very close to it. Fun fact. Got a fresh cut, or at least semi-fresh cut, looking fresh.
Yeah, he's talking to you.
Yeah, it's me. What up? Leave me alone.
Did that just go 5-hole on him? I think it did.
All right, we've seen Vancouver pretty spicy coming out of the locker room at times. So I'm kind of curious how this. Can I get a call? I would almost rather the call there than be allowed to play on.
I mean, yeah. I think they got a 13-minute window here. Where
Do you think so?
I think it's 13 minutes here. If not, you're really going to have to start pushing hard, and that's when you could be making some mistakes.
Oh, and we got ourselves a very dangerous free kick and a yellow card to Falcon. All righty. Now, if there was only somebody on this Vancouver squad who could hit a free kick from like 20 yards out.
Good Lord.
Yeah, he bodied him just basically like what Ocampo did earlier.
But in a much more dangerous spot.
Yeah. I better be careful.
Like, what are you arguing about, bro?
Right. Yeah, Brett saying earlier that was a missed corner. Coffee. Yay.
I need to go grocery shopping after this.
Always a fun way to spend the Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. Could have got on Call of Duty last night. Me and Matt got on for a little bit. They have Prop Hunt back on, and it makes me happy.
I hated that game.
I love Prop Hunt. I treat it like a palate cleanser. Like I'll play like a few matches, and then I'll be like, all right, let's go do Prop Hunt because like it's relaxing, kind of.
I played a couple earlier today, but I've just been busy.
Yeah. All right, here we go. And oh God, that was a terrible effort. Oh, that was so bad.
I mean, that wasn't Youngwei Koo completely missed the ball bad, but
and that the fact that person is sitting behind Greg Berhalter, recording Greg Berhalter's reaction to his son, that's messed up.
I think it was awesome.
That was so bad. Why does Müller not hit that though? Like I get if you're trying to set it up for like an actual set piece, sure, let Berhalter have it. But a free kick from that far out, that should be Thomas Müller every day of the week. But whatever. Whatever. What do I know? Dude, this coffee hits. It's so freaking good. It's a peppermint white chocolate mocha.
I don't drink coffee anymore. I worked at a coffee shop throughout college, and I just drank so much of it, I can't even stand the smell of it anymore.
So, no coffee for your Secret Santa.
No,
Speaking of, tell us about that.
I can't tell you what I got people for Secret
I'm
Santa.
not asking you to tell me. I'm asking you to tell the people what we're
Oh,
doing.
for the Christmas. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be fun. I got those things I told you about yesterday. I got both of them.
I know. I'm super excited. I can't
I
wait
already
to see
watched
that.
them. They're pretty good.
Are they?
Yeah, but we're gonna give away a bunch of free stuff, some fun videos, some people showing up.
December 17th, people. Y'all come hang out with us. Man, Rocco, in his time away, has definitely been taking some classes in the dark arts.
I mean, you could say that he's MVP right now.
100%. 100%. Because, I mean, if we're being honest, Miami hasn't done a lot,
No,
actually.
Messi's done nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's definitely the at the moment. Is there an MLS Cup MVP?
That is a great question. I don't know if they just consider it just another man of the match. Because the MVP obviously is for the season.
Right, but didn't Joseph get a? Did Joseph get a trophy at the end of that?
I don't think so. Because he won Golden Boot and MVP that year. But I don't know. Yeah, go Google it. I don't think so.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, all right, I'm tripping. Got another
Yeah,
dangerous set piece.
because it's just called MLS MVP, or MLS Cup Final MVP.
Okay.
I mean, Brett, I
Vancouver.
think, yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of complaining in this match.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh.
Oh boy. Ah.
Vancouver's still on it.
Oh, that was nice.
That was. Are you going to get there? Okay. I got to say, I'm kind of disappointed in Miami so far.
I
I just it feels like they got the cheap goal, which is great. Like I as a fan of any team, you should be happy no matter how the ball hits the back of the net. So cool, I'm good with that. But since they scored that goal in the 9th minute or whatever it was, they have basically just been very, very, what's the word? Cheesy. It's been cheap. Like you have all this talent on your squad, and you look almost like you're kind of scared to play against Vancouver.
I think they're just playing smart. I mean, the one thing I could at least say about watching them in the playoffs this year is that they've made a real effort to not allow cheap goals, and they're I think they're trying to do that, but they know I think they're real paranoid that if they start going all out for the second goal, they might make that mistake. So I mean, that's what I'd be telling my guys right now. Jesus.
Yeah,
It's like a crash test dummy,
I
just
know, it's
both
wild.
running at each other. And it was like, all
Oh,
right, let's
oh,
see which one stands at the end of this. Oh,
oh no! Ooh! Oh, that was so close.
that was my goal. Um, but like I said, once they start getting to the 60th minute, they got to start pushing, which is gonna leave something crazy open.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, they've been pushing. I don't know that they need to do a
I
whole
know,
lot
but
different.
you're gonna have to send an extra guy in.
I think if they start getting reckless, then for sure it's going to be a bloodbath. If they start trying to get like panicky, then absolutely, then this is going to be a problem. But so far they haven't done that, and they haven't really shown a propensity to do that all season. Yeah, Daniel. I know. Look, I got to eat at some point. I'm going to do it on camera. I don't care. I'm freaking hungry.
It was funny. My rant about Rich McKay the other day. I got a message from a Falcons fan. They're like, "Are you a Falcons fan?" I go, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, I just want to make sure you fully understood the whole Rich McKay background." I was like, "No, I know, I know what
We're
he's
very well aware. Daniel, we should be there for every World Cup game, assuming we get credentialed like we have for every other thing that's happened to Ben's. So we'll see. But ooh,
I think my goal is still to come into town for a couple weeks.
that'd be cool.
Oof.
Because even if you don't go to the games, you know, Decatur is doing a 34-day like watch fest. The city of Decatur.
Yeah, just go out, hang out with people, watch the
Yeah,
games.
yeah, it'd be fun.
Was it? Was it Atlanta? I swear I remember like them showing. Maybe it was the last World Cup where there was a theater. They were showing people watching the games. Looked like a really cool theater. I thought it was Atlanta.
I can't remember if they did it at the old theater in Atlanta or not. Um, I don't think they would have done it at the Fox Theater because that's like a old school, like actual theater. Um, maybe at the Plaza.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'd like to go to some cool watch parties with people and watch the games. We have like one soccer bar here in Ohio or in Cleveland. It's fun, but it's a drive for me.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because here again, if you haven't seen it yet, ooh, Vancouver.
Oh boy!
Oh, oh, it's in. It's in. We got a game.
Holy shit! I said
Uh-oh.
60 minutes. 60
Yep.
minutes. They
We
had
heard you.
60 minutes to do it.
Here we go. All right, this is what I wanted. I wanted a game. I'm so happy. Now this is going to get really interesting. Um, as I was saying, go to Atlanta 2026worldcup.com. When you get there, things might look familiar. because it is a part of scarvesandspikes.com. But we have an entire World Cup guide for Atlanta, for all the games that are going to be in Atlanta and all the stuff going on for the World Cup, how to get around the city, etc., etc. Including like the stuff Tommy's talking about, like where you can go for watch parties and everything else, all the details. So go check it out. There's something else here I was going to add, but I can't remember what it was.
Rocco got his fingers on it.
Yeah, it was close. It was close.
Give me my credit. Give me my credit. Now this is when you watch two things can happen in this game. The home team gets super nervous now. Like you feel that nervous energy. Like the players will feel the fans' energy go from 100 to, oh shit, we're gonna lose this game. Like, or you just go and you immediately get it. Like I remember what was it? The Leagues Cup final that I was at with Columbus and LAFC, the rematch, and they tied it.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh my goodness! No way! All the neighborhood dogs are freaking out. I'm out here yelling, oh my goodness. Oh my God.
All right. Now that energy in that stadium
So
has to
close.
be, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the other one hit the post and went in. That one hit both posts and went out. That's crazy.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, this is going to be a wild 30 minutes.
Good.
Yeah, this is what I wanted. I wanted some chaos. Give me some chaos.
I would not like any more time added onto this. I do got a grocery shop, so they can finish this in 90. That would be them doing me a solid here.
I don't know the way it's going. I don't know that it's going to go to extra time. But here's the thing: Vancouver's going to have to snag another one quick because I just don't see. And like Brett, I see what you said there. That was a handball. Okay. Brett saying Messi's laying an egg in this game. 100%. Messi's not been good in this game so far. But the problem is Messi will pop up in like the freaking 89th minute and do something just because he's Messi.
And meanwhile, you have Sabi, who's done everything but score.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like Vancouver they've stuck to their plan and they're playing through Miami, just like they played through LA in the first half of that game. They played through San Diego pretty much the entire match, and so many other teams. Like they're so crisp on the ball. They win those second balls. They win the duels, everything, and they just make it look so like it's. I said it in the LA game. Here we go. They look very much like a good. Let me rephrase that. They look very much like a pretty good mid-division European team. Just in the way that they're playing, they're not. They look clean with the ball. They're not trying to play dirty football. They're not trying to play ugly football. They're just playing their identity, which is crisp, clean touches, playing through people, and then getting into the final third and being very precise. And it's worked for them.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, this game honestly could easily be 3, even 4-1 to Vancouver, but especially 2-1.
I'd say 3-1 is a fair.
Yeah, Oh, what a terrible touch and fall. This is where they got to be careful. Oh, he just clotheslined him. Oh, that guy's dead.
Oh, in the face.
And another yellow card.
In the neck.
There's Tristan Blackman's obligatory yellow. I got to be careful. Don't need him getting sent off again. I cannot believe that they almost scored that second one back to back.
Is the waist supporter section right behind the net?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because
a lot of other cities give you just shitty seats in the top corner.
Yeah, the problem is Miami doesn't have many other seats to give away.
Yeah.
That stadium is so small. And I think Vancouver brought like 1,500 people. Oh, Tommy has disappeared. Hello.
You like sent me away.
I didn't do anything. I'm sitting here watching the game.
I didn't have my hands on anything.
No, I mean Vancouver's got like 1,500 supporters there, so they really couldn't stick them anywhere but in one of the main sections.
There's always a controversy with teams. Like I remember, what were the other ones that complained? I think it was LA fans complaining about the lack of seats given.
At Columbus.
And Columbus.
Portland complained in 2018 with Atlanta too. I remember.
My buddy's watching the soccer. Was it the big? It's a college game. Which one's he watching? Akron. Oh. Nagy played for Akron, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds right. All righty. Substitutions. Just always thought that was an unfortunate last name. Pupe. Because even if you try to not make it immature, it's still kind of immature. Daniel said kind of sad will be called Atlanta Stadium for the World Cup. Yeah, that's always annoyed me with FIFA. The thing is that, I mean, it's not like they're going to be able to remove Mercedes-Benz Stadium from every part of that stadium, so you still see it. But that is what they do. They're just going to call it the City Stadium. Except for, weirdly, and I'm not really sure, I got to look into this, except for BC Place, it's still called BC Place. And I guess
because it's not technically,
because it's not a sponsor.
Yeah. You don't have many of those anymore.
Yeah.
Those Canucks are no sellouts.
Yeah, man. Miami's just they look very poor in the attack overall. Like, they've just looked a little meek.
Oh,
Danny, what you mean you're going to be doing? A running in Home Depot?
So I think.
You're talking about the Portugal match.
Oh, I thought legit. We were there a while ago. I don't remember which game was there, but when we were staying at the Signia, we looked out and they set up.
That was when we did a show there too. I don't think was it the Peachtree Road Race or just a random marathon. I can't remember. Yeah, I remember that. It was like all the way through the backyard.
And then there was another one of the other openers where they had one where it was like it was right like around the whole park over there, the Olympic Park. There was a race like around it.
Yeah, over the Centennial.
Yeah.
I mean, look at how far Messi's having to get back to get on the ball. That's crazy.
Okay.
Just bad passes though. Really poor pass. Oh no. You can't do that, sir.
Uh-oh.
Unbelievable. Vancouver, you should be so upset. So upset. That's so pathetic.
That's my assist.
That's pathetic. Why would you do that? That is absolute trash. Why would you be fiddling around like that distance from goal with Messi sitting around you? Trash. That's trash. For everything Vancouver's done good this year, they might have just wiped it all away with. I mean, look at what are you doing, dude? Pass the ball. That's so bad.
Wow.
Dang. So bad.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that meme that they came out with back when Rocco was playing here, where he was like the super short version of Rocco with like the big head on him, like cheering in front of the fans. So the first goal for Miami, like
Yeah.
that's just one of those, like, dude, it happened. You know, it took a bad deflection. You're trying to defend. It is what it is. But that right there, that's going to be the one that you go back and if you lose this game, you're going to look back at that and it's going to follow you in your dreams for sure.
Oh, oh, oh.
He's
Hey, if you roll over 2 extra times, you might get a red.
yeah, you just got to keep going. Actually, wasn't that bad of a foul.
Look at me, I can roll. Wee.
Yeah, cartwheels. Eating the clock up. No.
Yeah, my bet's looking good. I got my.
Yeah.
It was 50 to win $116.
Hey.
I had to throw something on this game. It was.
Yeah.
Oh man, it looks like the guy on the sideline there looked like the no regrets guy.
I was thinking that.
Who was that?
I'm not sure.
He looked like every drug dealer you would see in every movie.
Yeah.
Watch is going to be like Beckham's kid.
I actually I thought it was at first. It might be. I'm not sure. One of his kids.
All right, Mr. Beckham, excuse me.
Sir Beckham to you.
I did not mean any bad things to him, sir. Maybe I did.
And here we go.
If they give Messi the MVP of this game, I'll be very upset.
I will too.
Like, Rocco deserves it here.
Yeah, unless something changes drastically in the next 15 minutes. Yeah, Jack, I agree. Miami, they've not really been good. Vancouver absolutely shot themselves in the foot. I mean, like I said earlier, the first goal, that happens to anybody on any given day. I'm not too bothered about that.
It was
But
still a good scoring chance, like, and they created that. They, it's
yeah,
like when Saba would get his own goals, like, he was creating the opportunity. It wasn't just luck, it was him pressuring. Oh, boy.
really bad turnover again. And this is what
Yeah.
Vancouver have admittedly been okay at all season long, is not giving away balls in super dangerous spots. And now they've done it multiple times in the past 20 minutes.
Yeah, but that was my point of hitting that 60-minute mark is when you're panicking, you make mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the part now where if you're Vancouver, you've really got to figure this out.
Yeah.
Can't panic, but you've got to start committing people forward. And here we go, another foul, chop the game up a little bit.
I mean, he'll be down for about a good 30 minutes here.
Yeah. Like a true Canadian, he's saying, "No, sorry, sorry, I'm not giving a red card for that." See, I don't know, Jack. I disagree. I think Muller's been more involved than Messi's been. I think, especially early on, he was. I mean, he had a header that unfortunately was right at Rocco, but he's at least kind of helped control the game a little bit in Vancouver's favor. They haven't been as clinical as they've been before. But it's a lot of this has definitely come down to Vancouver's wings. Vancouver's wings have been really good this game.
Yeah.
This peppermint white chocolate mocha hits. I think that stayed in.
Stop crying, dude.
I know, God. It's like, dude, come on, man. What are we doing? You're in no position to even have an opinion on whether or not that went out.
Was that DePaul that was going nuts?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was.
Oh, what a
Like you really think that you have the angle there to be able to tell if that was out of
right.
bounds or not? Shut up, bro. Come on.
This is crazy.
Put your hand down, clown.
It's just obnoxious, man. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, Sabi is good.
Yeah, there you go. Messi and Müller, both with 3 shots, along with Emmanuel Sabai.
So Rocco could be the USL final MVP and MLS Cup final, dude. Don't give it to Messi. Like, I'll be
No,
so.
no, he doesn't deserve it at this point.
I know, but there's always that.
I know it's a popularity contest for sure.
He did help steal the ball that allowed the winner.
Doesn't matter. I mean, I know you're not saying that.
No,
100%. That'll be the reasoning why it's given to him ultimately. But
right.
Yeah, Rocco at this point in the 81st minute has kept Miami in this game.
Yeah.
Oh.
9 minutes.
I didn't even see that guy over there. I was like, oh, they created a turnover, but then old buddy came out of nowhere.
Oh, I thought that was Vancouver ball there.
Uh-oh. We have a note being handed to a player. Is he going to take the note with him onto the pitch like one Darlington Nagby? Please run onto the field with this like – he did. He's got it. It's like handing it off to people.
It'd be funny if like the coach wrote something like talking shit about a player and be like, "Hey, just go hand it to Messi. You're a loser," and then he hands it to Messi.
I cannot believe that ball didn't go in. That's crazy. I don't want that. I mean, I know you do. I don't want this game to be over in 90 minutes. I feel like there's so much more soccer to be played here.
I don't know. This side of the field actually seems okay. Oh,
yeah.
There's another Atlanta United legend out there.
Who?
The backup striker.
Who are you talking about?
Is it Rios?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're quite like I.
No, you're right. You're right. I didn't see him, and I was like, "Who are you talking about?" Kind of crazy the ride that he's been on too.
Yeah, dude, he was scoring a lot early on in the season. They needed him desperately.
Oh man, dude, they're Miami. They're
going nuts,
whining like it's like overwhelming. The fans all finally made it back in from the concession stand.
TikTok.
Bro, where were you going?
I was we were talking about when they came out the new MLS schedule. Oh yeah, they'll try to set it up so, cold teams don't have to play home games, all that. In February, we've got Atlanta and Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yep. What do you like? And I was just
but those rules don't go into
about it. I don't even know if I want to go.
Yeah.
Because it's like It could be like it might be like a day of decision, like or the day before to see what the weather's like. But like MLB never figured it out. They still send teams to Cleveland
Yeah.
in March, and there's so many times with the games they can't even play the series because it's snowing. And like everyone's like, "Oh, they'll figure it out." Are they going to figure it out?
Uh,
Because if MLB can't figure it out, and MLS is already and like I went to the Columbus Atlanta opener a few years ago, and it was miserable,
yeah.
completely miserable there.
Yep. And that's the thing. Like, you can't just tell a team, like, all right, well, you're not going to have any home games for like the first 2 months of the season because that's
Right.
completely unfair. Um,
Or do cold on cold.
yeah.
Man, that grandma looks ready to party. And that woman there looks ready to spice up your life. If you didn't get my Spice Girls joke.
Yes, I was not thinking. I apologize. That was good. That was
What was your
impressive.
favorite Spice Girl? Come on.
Honestly, I could not tell you the names of any of them
Oh, there was
at all.
Scary Spice. There was Posh Spice.
Okay.
Baby Spice. That was the blonde. Sporty Spice. What was the redhead?
Here's the thing. You gotta understand when they were around.
Ginger Spice. Ginger Spice.
No way.
It was ginger. I bet you it was. I'm gonna be so excited if I got this right.
That was just like I was super, not super. I was relatively young at the time, and I just don't remember much of anything about them other than the craze between them, NSYNC, and the Backstreet Boys.
Baby Spice was one of my first loves. All right, let's see. Scary, sporty, baby, ginger, posh.
Look at you.
I am a child of the 90s.
My wife will tell you, like, when it comes to like pop culture from the '90s that is related to music or movies, I just don't got it like that, man.
I've got all that.
Now if you talk to me about video games or something like that, then I mean all day. But
90s trivia, I kill at that.
yeah, man, Vancouver's got to get something here.
I can't wait to hear from Sydney and how the World Cup draw thing went. Like
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I saw the picture. I think Doug posted like the room that he was in. Like maybe I'm just ignorant here. Like I would thought that they would have been like maybe in the theater. Like I don't know how big the Kennedy center is. So I don't know. But it looked like he was like they were all in like a little side of what the hell? No. My Spotify rap listening age was 40.
mine was 20. Mine was 27, and I listened to, and I'm not exaggerating, 55,000 minutes of music.
I mean, I was all Blink 182, Good Charlotte, Newfound Glory. I was all the pop punk.
Yeah, I'm curious too because it seems like a lot of them were put into other. Ian Frey doesn't even know which leg is hurting. Come on, bro. Um, like some of them were put into like side rooms and stuff, so it's like they were almost having to watch it on monitors as well. Not to mention the whole security thing, which I get. I mean, the fact that it was in DC in the first place is just kind of stupid, considering that DC doesn't even have a game. Nation's capital doesn't have a game, but yet that's where we decided to do the draw, whatever. I don't know. I haven't honestly from fans and journalists, media, everything else alike, I have not seen one person say, "Oh, it was good."
No. And like, I don't know. I know you tried to Americanize it. You had Kevin Hart on there, and then you had, Shaq and all them, but like it was. And then the or the guy that was like interviewing people, that was wasn't that the new Captain America? Or no, not the new
What?
Captain America, the new Falcon. He was the new
Oh,
Falcon.
yeah. I was like, what? Okay, I'm sure you can hear the sirens.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the thing is, like, when it comes to the draw, the Shaqs and the Tom Brady's and like all that kind of stuff for the draw, I'm cool with that. What I'm not cool with is just the incessant.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh, dude, you should have just ripped it, dude.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what you were thinking there. But no, like just this incessant need to like make everything some kind of spectacle. And it's not. It's just like, bro, just pull the balls out of the bucket, man. Like, let's go. I don't need the little plays and the little skits and the shorts and everything else. Like, just give me.
Oh, dude,
Like what we're here for.
when they did the thing with the kids explaining the rules, I was laughing so hard because I was like watching it. I'm like, they're gonna screw this up. And then you kept seeing like these countries see their draw, and then they're like, oh, hold on, actually, because of the rules, and this team can't play this team if there's a moon, a
Yeah.
harvest moon, and you play on a Thursday, you have to go from Group A to Group D. And I'm like, oh my God, shut up.
Yep.
And like, he had an earpiece in, because there's no way that dude knew those rules. There's no way those kids taught that thing so well that that he knew all those rules about being pate. And he's probably in here, and they're like, hey, so you got to actually explain now that this is this. And he's, why did I take this job?
Yeah. Actually, I think what it is, so you have definitely has an earpiece, but they have like iPads in front of them that are basically running the scenarios like immediately, so they can say, but actually, we're doing it this way because Europe can't be in this group because there's already two other European, whatever.
Yeah.
It's so convoluted. But again, none of that bothers me.
7-0 over Alabama.
Oh, nice. Yeah, none of that bothers me. It's the other crap. Like I don't need a whole bunch of concerts and everything else. Just get me some celebrities up there.
What was that shitty ass song?
Which one?
Oh, the slow one. Whatever that slow song was.
Oh, with Robbie. Is it Robbie Williams?
I think it would. That song sucked.
I don't know what that was.
Song absolutely sucked. And when they when Kevin Hart's like, oh, that's gonna be that's a banger. That's gonna be the song of the summer. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is the most passionate I felt about anything since I woke up this morning. That song sucked.
Yeah, it was not great.
There's nobody that's gonna be like, wait, oh my God, there was years ago, one of the songs of the World Cup was Weezer. Weezer had a World Cup song. Weezer World Cup song.
You mean back to you've had.
It was the unofficial U.S. soccer anthem.
Yeah.
It was called "Represent" because the lead singer of Weezer is a huge soccer fan. But oh, that song, man! Ugh.
Yeah, it was not good. It was not good. I was not impressed. All right, Miami acting like they have won. Miami's fans acting like they've won. Miami has the ball, and there are two.
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, I'm not going to blame them for that.
No, I'm not either. I'm just, I don't know that I would have the cojones to do that yet.
Well, you
until that fat lady has sung.
But we are Atlanta sports fans, my friend.
I know.
So we know what could go wrong.
Yep.
yesterday we were out and we were at our kids' Christmas show for a little bit, and it was like,
Oh
oh,
no.
ah,
That's it.
who scored that?
Was that Noah Allen? That was not Noah Allen. Who was that?
That's game. Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm happy for Chris and Danny.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's all I got for this. Yeah, dude, that coach ran.
Talking about Mascherano?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Allende again.
Well, that would have been my goal and assist no matter what, right there. Turn up a little bit. Well, thanks for hanging out and watching with us.
For sure. Yeah, Brett, not classy to have your coach run on the field and then jump on top of one of our teammates. But I get it. I'm not going to knock anybody for the emotion.
So there were a lot of questions about him. I mean,
All right.
we talked we were very critical of this hire.
Yeah, and I'm still critical of him for the regular season, but I got to give him credit for what he's done in the playoffs, for sure. Because he did make the right changes. I mean, near the end of the season, he puts in Rocco, which is big. Stops starting Luis Suarez, even though part of that came down to the fact that he was suspended, but still, I mean, he kept it up. So yeah, I give credit to Mascherano for the playoffs for sure.
The only other bet that I thought about making was Miami by 2, but I'm glad I didn't because that was way too close.
Yeah, that would have been sketchy.
I mean, the odds of them winning were insane.
Yeah.
It was like not even worth even throwing anything on just them winning. That probably was his kid. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Beckham.
What is Messi running his mouth about now? There it is. Yeah, Brett Allende is super good, much better than Toothy McToothface. It was a decent game.
Oh yeah, no, it was. I mean, Miami's mistakes didn't come back to bite them,
No.
and luck helped them on that goal that didn't
Yep.
happen. So
Well, there you have it.
now he might be that the MVP talk just changed because of that goal, because now Messi's got 2 assists.
Yeah.
Allende's got a non-goal and an assist, or no, a goal and a non-goal.
Yeah. Why that angle?
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of surprised that the fans didn't rush the field.
There's only one Messi protector to protect him.
I know, and he's not even allowed there anymore.
Oh my God. Georgia's about to go up 14-0.
Really?
They were up 7-0 because of a block punt, and now they just threw an interception that just got returned to like the 20.
Well, for everybody, so we'll be back Monday from last Monday talking about this. We're also going to be recording our AMA afterwards. So if you guys haven't already, go join the Discord, or Patreon rather, get you in the Discord. Go join the Patreon. It's patreon.com/scarves and spikes. Lots of cool stuff going on over in the Discord, including our yearly and at this point weekly Call of Duty nights and everything else. But chatting everything soccer, everything not soccer, everything in between. Yeah, go jump in there, scarfsandspikes.com for all the Atlanta news. But in other news, Atlanta 2026 worldcup.com is our World Cup Atlanta homepage. And it's got a bunch of guides for the city, for everything related to the World Cup. And we'll have a regular show, as you can hear my dog trying to get involved. We'll have a regular show again on Wednesday, but we will also have our Christmas episode on December 17th, which will be super fun. Lots of giveaways, lots of fun things we're doing. The whole 9 yards, lots of guests, special other things that Tommy has planned. And we'll also be doing a college football, not American college football, college soccer, kind of preview, recap / super draft preview.
Super draft.
Yes, with Gray and Jason Longshore and Mark Kecklenburg. So that'll be coming up on the 14th. So keep an eye out for that as well. But lots of stuff going on in the Scarves and Spikes world. Guitar man, the last assist from Messi. 3-1. Yes, indeed. And retirement for a couple of guys.
Yeah, cool that they got to all go out with a trophy.
Yeah.
Maybe this takes the annoyance off them. Like, I don't know, maybe not. The Chiefs keep winning championships, and everybody hates them still. So.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, but the thing is everybody hates teams that win consistently. Everybody hated Atlanta from the time they came into the league all the way through 2019.
That is true. That is
and
true.
beyond, technically, because they were still carrying the heat from the previous 3 years.
Yeah.
But cool. It has been fun. I know you have grocery shopping to do.
Oh, damn it. Damn it. Yeah, I guess I gotta go.
Alrighty. Yeah, y'all come hang out with us on Monday, Wednesday, and we got all kinds of special stuff coming up. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, definitely subscribe to the channel. And we will catch y'all later.
See ya.